the drain pump may be faulty. But before replacing the pump, always check the simple causes first. A Bosch washer can fail to drain because of a blocked pump filter, a kinked drain hose, a clogged household drain, or something stuck in the pump impeller. So do not assume the pump is bad until you have checked for obstructions. Before doing anything, unplug the washing machine from the power supply. This is the most important safety step. Do not work on the pump, wiring, hoses, or internal parts while the washer is connected to electricity. If there is water inside the machine, drain it first. On many Bosch front-load washers, there is a small service flap at the bottom front. Open that flap, place towels on the floor, and use the emergency drain hose if your model has one. Let the water drain slowly into a shallow tray. After the water is drained, unscrew the pump filter cap carefully. More water may still come out. Clean the filter and check the pump area for coins, buttons, lint, hair clips, small socks, or other debris. If the impeller was blocked and the washer drains after cleaning, you may not need a new pump. But if the filter is clean, the drain hose is clear, and the washer still will not drain, the drain pump may need to be replaced. Now, find the correct replacement pump. Do not order a pump only by looking at the machine from the outside. Bosch washing machines can use different pumps depending on the exact model. Look for the model number, often called the ENR, on the label around the door frame or inside the door area. Use that number to match the correct part. Once you have the correct pump, prepare your tools and towels. You may need screwdrivers, pliers for hose clamps, a shallow tray, and a clean cloth. Some Bosch models also use a pump assembly that clips into a plastic base with rubber mounting feet. The access method depends on the model. On some Bosch front-load washers, especially older models, such as some Next series machines, you may be able to reach the pump through the lower front access area. On other models, you may need to remove a front panel, rear panel, or tilt the machine carefully to access the pump from underneath. If the washer is too heavy, built-in, stacked, or hard to move safely, stop and call a technician. If you are working through the front lower access area, remove the lower panel or service cover, look inside and locate the drain pump assembly. You should see the main drain hose, the smaller outlet or recirculation hose depending on the model, and the electrical connector on the pump. Before disconnecting anything, take a photo with your phone. This helps you remember where each hose and wire goes. Now disconnect the electrical connector from the pump. Pull on the connector body, not the wires. Next, loosen the hose clamps. Bosch pumps often have spring clamps on the hoses. Use pliers to squeeze the clamp tabs together, then slide the clamp back along the hose. Be ready for water. Even if you drained the machine first, there may still be water inside the pump or hoses. Remove the large drain hose from the pump, then remove the smaller hose or outlet hose if your model has one. If a hose feels stuck, twist it gently while pulling. Do not cut the hose unless it is being replaced. Now, release the pump from its mounting. On some Bosch models, the pump assembly sits on rubber feet that lock into the base. You may need to push or slide the pump assembly to unlock those rubber mounts, then lift the pump free. On other models, the pump may be held with screws or clips. Do not force the plastic parts. If something does not move, look for a locking tab, screw, or clamp that is still holding it. Once the old pump is out, compare it with the new one. Check the electrical connector, hose ports, mounting feet, rubber seal, and overall shape. If they do not match, stop. Do not try to make the wrong pump fit. Now install the new pump. Place it into the same position as the old one. If your model uses rubber feet, drop the feet into the base slots and slide the pump forward until it locks firmly. If your model uses screws or clips, secure it the same way the original pump was secured. Reconnect the hoses, Make sure each hose is pushed fully onto its port, then slide the spring clamp back into position. The clamp should sit behind the ridge on the hose connection, so the hose cannot slip off during draining. Reconnect the electrical plug to the pump. Make sure it clicks or seats firmly. Now check everything again. The big drain hose should be secure. The smaller hose should be secure. The electrical connector should be attached. The pump should not be loose in the base. Before closing the panel completely, clean up any spilled water and make sure no tools are left inside the machine. Now put the lower panel or access cover back in place. Move the washer back into position if you moved it, but do not crush the drain hose behind the machine. A kinked drain hose can make the new pump look faulty even when it is working. Plug the washer back in, run a short drain or spin cycle, and watch carefully. Listen to the pump. It should run and move water out through the drain hose. Check the floor and the front pump area for leaks. If you see water leaking, stop the machine, unplug it, and recheck the hose connections and clamps. If the pump runs, but the machine still does not drain, the problem may not be the pump. The drain hose, household drain, pressure system, wiring, or control board may need to be checked. So the basic process is this: unplug the washer, drain the water, clean the pump filter first, check the drain hose, confirm the pump is likely faulty, order the correct pump using the Bosch model number, remove the lower access panel, disconnect the wiring and hoses, release the old pump from its mount, install the new pump, reconnect the hoses and electrical plug, test for draining and leaks. Replacing the drain pump on a Bosch washing machine can be manageable on some models, especially if the pump is accessible from the front lower panel. But if the machine is difficult to access, if the wiring is unclear, or if the pump replacement does not solve the drainage problem, it is safer to call a qualified appliance technician.